Welcome to Broke Bolt Academy. This is the new series I'm going to start to kind of teach the people who don't know how to do shit. How to do shit. Very, very simple. But it seems, working at a shop, I've seen a lot of people not understanding a lot of things that they should know about their cars, so I'm going to try to teach the people that are uneducated in that aspect, and maybe teach people who know some things a couple new things. Who knows? If you already know what you're doing, you can already skip this. If you don't, well, this is one of the first and simplest things you could possibly fucking do. So, let's get started. Alright. So today, we're going to be doing an oil change on the Subaru. So the first thing you're going to need, filter. Don't judge, and oil. And oil. I don't know what the fuck just happened with my camera, but I'll figure it out later. So, now I got those two things here. First thing we're going to start with, well, you don't really have to start with this first, but I'm going to because on a Subaru it's easy. Oil filter is located here if you have a Subaru, anything above 2007, I believe. Maybe, I know it's 2010 and up. I should have this up here, I believe. Whereas other cars will have the filter down here. It'll either be there if you have a Nissan. Usually it will be on this side of the wheel well, wherever my hand is. It'll be over here in the general wheel well if you have like a Rogue or something in that effect. I believe Honda Ridgelines and Honda Pilots also have them in this general area vicinity place. Most of them have it like right around the oil pan area. Toyotas are like to be up here. Some Fords and older Jeeps, they'll be up here, up in the front. But regardless, it's always around the engine, so you'll find it. The newer Dodges and some Chevys will have a little capsule up in this area a bit. A little cartridge filter, where you need a little thingy to get it off. But we're in the case of today, it's a Subaru. Oil filter's right there, right next to the drain cap. There's a couple ways that you can do to get this off. So there's oil filter wrenches. You got this style. There's a band style. It looks like a band. You can get like a chain and make one yourself. Or there's the screwdriver and hammer method, which I used to use until now. A screwdriver and hammer, you take a screwdriver, you push it through, you hammer it through, and then you use it to twist it off. But in the event of today, I have this. And with these Subaru ones, you want to loosen them a little bit till you see the oil start to seep. Once the oil starts to seep, just kind of let it sit there for a little bit, and then you can worry about taking it off. Next step, take off the oil cap. And sometimes the dipstick if you really feel like it. I don't. I've been doing enough oil changes enough in my life, I'll be fine. Take that bitch off now. If you are going to clean out this, make sure you clean towards the outer side to keep any of that dirt and debris out of the engine. You don't want that shit getting in there. That fuck up a lot. Alright, now that spot's clean, we'll move on to the next step. Next step is underneath the car. So up in here, somewhere, there you are, is the drain plug. So that thing you're going to want to break off, and that'll lead you to your oil. But you got to be careful that you don't pull like the transmission plug or anything else. Oil pan is directly under the motor. Always remember that, because you could pull off the wrong thing and do the wrong thing. Then it's this, if it's a Subaru, it's always a 17, well, usually a 17 or a 16. Oh, I hope this doesn't splash into the camera. It does! Shit. Well, I hope that was a good scene at least. Stay in the pan, stay in the pan, stay in the pan, that'd be great. And this is where you will get messy. I believe you can see that. If you can't tell, it's cold. But if you do this right after the car's been running, it will be a little warm. So do keep that in mind. There's no way. It missed my phone? Well, normally if you get some clean oil on your fingers, which I don't have anymore, you should always lube up the O-ring around this. But now that it's done draining, you do, you take the plug, stick it back in there with your fingers. Don't be like these other assholes that use impacts and shit, because you'll break shit, ruin shit. So it's mostly tight, and then just get it nice and on there. Wipe off any excess oil, and you should be good. Alright, so now, what you want to do, put on the new filter. Nice and tight. And then, because I am poor, it's not actually really because I'm poor, but because this is what I happened to buy. I bought, oh shit. I bought, these little turkey funnel things, or whatever they were. They're like $1 for a 4-pack. There is better oil ones that are actually made for being in drain plug, or oil fill plugs. But now you dump your oil in. So this takes 4.8 quarts. So, just about this entire thing. Also, if you hold it sideways like this, it will drain out faster with less glugging. If I had a bigger funnel, it would be pouring in even faster, but I should probably really get one. I might be okay. You also don't need a funnel if you know what you're doing. And if you can make a little bit of a less mess than I do. Now that you got the oil in it, put your cap back on, make sure that's nice and tight. Clean up any oil residue. Look how I spilt it all over here. And a little on the back. So next, you can check the dipstick if you really want to. Because right now it will be overfill. So if you want to make sure, it should be right in that range. Actually, I think with Subarus it might be different because the filter's on the top. I'm not 100%. But next is start the car, let it run for a few minutes, for a few seconds, shut it back off, and then check that again. Now, the one thing that's probably messing me up a little bit here is that I am on an incline. So the oil is probably going straight to the back of the pan, and it won't show up nearly as well. Yeah. So let me back this down, and I'll do that again. So now again, wipe off. Stick back in. fight with it for 1.5 years till you find the right position, pull it back out, and it should be right in between those two lines. And there you have it. That's how you do your oil change. Next, cleanup. So there's now oil everywhere. I don't have brake clean, but I usually use brake clean. But I have some carb cleaner here. There's also pig mats that you can use. Just like you totally didn't just spill a fuck ton of oil everywhere. Okay, that's it. I'm done holding you. And it is clean again. What's as simple as that? Just 3 simple tools. And an oil change is done. Unless you have a newer Ford or something. Those fucking suck. But yeah, that is all. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something. And if you didn't learn something, you should probably watch it again. And if you fuck it up, it is not on me. That is all you. I am just trying to teach you how to deal with it. Because if you don't put the oil in it, you will blow your motor up. That is a you problem, not a me problem.